Been a long time coming. I ain't going nowhere. I pay my dues. I put in that work. I ain't going nowhere. I pay my dues. I put in that work. Welcome to the huddle. Each one, reach one. Each one, teach one. We all we got, we all we need. If you that one, then you got to know you are enough. I say each one, a reach one. Each one, a teach one. Welcome to the huddle. In the huddle, we know that your attention is the most powerful thing that you can pay. So if you're paying me some attention right now in the moment or on the replay, I want you to know that I give my all to be worthy. P.O.P. Power of Perspective. Welcome to the Power of Perspective show. Well, I'm just going to pop my shit. Tonight, I want to start off with some credits. I know they say credits sometimes come at the end, but I want to start off in a way to conjure up the spirit of those who have inspired me, motivated me, encouraged me. Give a shout out to my wife, Keisha, my children, King and Journey. Give a shout out to everybody that I've come in contact, that I've shared a moment with. We all we got, we all we need. When it's divine and you know your every step is led with the intentions of something real, you interact with real. Want to give credit where credit is due. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Man, that word need in that thing hit me hard this week. Shout out to Brother Javon Clark. He was having a conversation with Miss Carla, and the conversation was about love. And he was saying it in a way to make you analyze your ideas of love. And I comment and I say, well, it's about the need. When you need something and you identify what you need, the emotions that goes into what you need will translate to love. Because you love the things that you feel you can't go without or do without. So it made me think. I say, man, we all we got. We all we need. Need is a powerful word. There are many emotions. In other words, fit inside. See, you need who matters. You need what matters. Think about all the things that you really need. Or have you ever thought about it? It's powerful. Love. I need love. We need love. What is love if we all need it? It's different kinds of love that we need. The kind of love that I give my wife is a special kind that's only for her. The kind of love that I give my children is a special kind of love that's only for them. The love that I give my brother. But if it's real in the moment and it's really love, we need each other. and we need what's being given and received. So just think about this the next time you use the word or think about the word love. We all we got, we all we need. I love you, I need you. The other day, man, I was chewing on this real. It's the power of perspective. I'm just giving my perspective. Happened 2 times back to back. I called my daddy. He picked up. He said, man, I was just thinking about you. I was finna call you. I say, well, I called you so you know I ain't lying when I say I was thinking about you too. And I realized that we had a moment away from each other where I was in his mind, he was in my mind. But why? Why? I need to talk to my daddy in the morning when I'm off. If I'm moving around and out and about in the morning, and I come back in from doing something in the morning, my wife know my schedule. She know who I am. She know my rhythm. She say, have you talked to your daddy? What your daddy talk about? Because she know that there's something about our relationship that there's a need for that in the morning. It just so happened we needed that at the same time. Sometimes we don't even talk long. Just need to hear from each other. After I got off that phone call, told my wife, I said, you know who I ain't talked to in a while? I say, who? I say, boom, 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 boom. Call my brother Wood. It's real life shit, y'all. Call my brother Wood. He said, man, I was just thinking about you. I looked at the phone, said, they messing with me, y'all. I said, I'm going to say the same thing because I ain't lying. I said, well, I called you, so you know I ain't lying when I say I was thinking about you too. He said, nah, I'm for real, Trav. Man, I was thinking about you. But why? Why are you thinking about me? Why I'm thinking about you? See, one thing I realize about true friendship. See, true friendship, a true relationship, ain't built on expectations. So there's really no area, no seed for disappointment. So expectations is the seed of disappointment. So when we think about each other, we don't think of each other in expectations. We just think about a sincere place to say there's something in both of us that we need. So why would somebody cross your mind at the same time? So when he said that and I said that, and I understand that a true friendship amongst brothers is simply just about talking, expressing yourself to each other in a moment where you feel somebody understand where you're coming from. It's the most powerful thing that a man can give another man. It's a space and time, a moment to be understood. Because I don't want to be misunderstood. When I know my intentions is real and right. I don't want to be misunderstood. I just want to make myself clear. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Sometimes, man, That's a space you got to crawl to. Kind of like in a wrestling match when they getting beat and they just trying to make it to the corner to tag their partner so they can get a break. Sometimes we just need a break in a moment to where, man, I just want to be understood. So that's why I would be in my brother's mind at the same time. See, I was just thinking about you. I said, well, tell me something good. And we talk. He need that. I need that. We travel together for a moment. When I hang up and he hang up, call it hero training. We break the huddle. We go run the play. We go fulfill and be powerful in that day. We deal with whatever bullshit we may encounter. Because ain't nobody above it. But it makes you better if you're real enough to deal with it. So sometimes when we walking through the doorways of dealing with some things, we think about the people and the relationships that's powerful that we have built. And in those moments, we're real enough to say, I need that person. That person matters to me. And y'all might think I'm lying, or you do if you understand how it works. Because two people can think about each other in the same time, pick up a phone, connect, and online and say, I was thinking about you too. What's understood don't have to be explained. And I want to make it deep and pure. The truth is so simple that a child understands it. See, I'm going to say this every week. Your attention is the most powerful thing you can pay. There's nothing you will ever pay more attention in your life in a moment than your child or infant who's helpless and their whole divinity and existence depend on your attention. There's nothing more powerful than you cultivating a newborn baby that you created. I promise you this. And if you fulfilled this, just go back. Examine who you was, what you was, if you was real in these moments. And I want to tell you, I'm going to give you a secret. If you can be vivid in your imagination to understand what I'm saying, there's nothing in a book nowhere that could teach you, show you more than what you can see in your own mind, what you have experienced. True witness of God. But I'm saying all that to say there was many days when I was with two infants that couldn't say a word. They couldn't say a word. And me and my wife would say, what's wrong? They hungry. And my wife say, baby got an earache. I say, how you know? How you know the baby ear hurt? Baby can't say a word. How you know? I remember when we went through the stage where we had to break them and so that they could sleep in their own room. And I watched the mother yearn, the disconnection, but it was necessary. And she would wake up. I say, how you know? The baby can't say a word. How did they tell you? You've spent 20 years next to a sane person, sleeping in the same bed. You don't realize that y'all don't have to say a word. How you know? So don't make it deep. When you truly reach a place with somebody in this here world, and you have a connection, that y'all can be vulnerable in a space where you embody we all we got, we all we need. And I respect you and love you enough to know that there's a power invested in you, just like there's a power invested in me that has no other purpose but to be given to those in need. And I'm humble enough, real enough to say I need you. That's love. That's love. See, need, man, it's like a spirit. I talk about this. I say spirit means breath. I know you can get spiritual and look. I don't want you to have to believe anything. I want you to understand how this works so you can work it. The truth is so simple that a child can understand it. Spirit means breathe, the wind. Exhale, inhale. Everything you take in comes back out through an exhale and an expression. Great givers make great getters. When you have a gift, you know I want to give you a gift. There's no greater gift than you. So I want to give myself to you. And however you may need it, I got something to give. But a gift is given with the expectations of nothing in return. I ain't got nothing else to do with it. If you need love, come and get it. I wish this feeling could last forever. I feel good. If you paying me some attention right now, I'm doing this for free. I'm sharing my gift because it was freely given, so I freely give it from me. With the intentions that you may catch a word, a spirit, a feeling, a thought. Be inspired. My spirit goes into you, your ears, your eyes. And it works in a way that it changes or alters or gain or make your perspective become stronger in understanding who you are and your position and how it works. That's how it works. So in my mind, in my idea of love, of passion, I need this. I need to talk like this on Thursday. This is like a therapy for me. Why he get on that Thursday and talk like he talk? Because I got a gift. I got a gift. And I don't know nothing else to do with it but give it. I talk all day, every day to anybody that crosses my path. I can't stop talking. I can't stop trying to tell people. I say, I got to tell somebody. I got to tell somebody that my God is almighty. I make songs about it. I got many gifts and talents that I use all for the same purpose. To give my gift. They say, he want attention. I need it. I know I'm worthy of it. So when I say I love you, when I say I love you, when you say I love you, say it as a confession to another. I need you. I need you. And it's all right to understand what you don't need. We call that those and them that don't matter. Too much of anything is bad for the soul. Got to maintain balance to maintain control. Give a shout out to my big brother Crump. Talking real life, I ain't talking make believe. A man as real as his reason. Nothing gives a man more of a reason than a woman. The woman's spirit, the mother's spirit, is the essence of what turns a house into a home. There's a power in her position. So there are certain things in the home that my wife will demand and take a stand on that I must act to. So I had a big accomplishment. She said, baby, I want some upgrades. Did what we did, got the bathroom redone. I felt good, a major accomplishment in life. But along the way since then, some real life shit. The exhaust fan in the ceiling stopped working. I said, baby, the fan ain't working. I look at it, I say, well, okay, I'm gonna fix it. But just open the window when you take a shower. Another thing on the daddy do list. Just talking real life shit. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. That daddy do list get long sometimes, and we prioritize it however we may. But I said, just open the window. Just open the window when you take a shower. Let the steam out. It's all good. I'm going to fix it. But it turned into a month and 2 months. And ventilation is real important and powerful in a bathroom where there's steam. Talking some real life shit. And that's how it worked. And if you don't get in line and understand how it worked, to know that there's a certain functionality to what we deal with in everyday life, whether you know it or not, this is for real. So as a homeowner, as a father, as a husband, this is how it works, and it's above me. I got to understand it to get in line with it, because if I don't and I get out of order, there will be a malfunction. So because I didn't get in order when the exhaust fan stopped, I've been bullshitting, the malfunction came. Saw black spots coming around the thing. Terrified. You been bullshitting. I got cussed out. You been bullshitting. I told you that a long time ago. The daddy do list done got a call raised up. Boom, 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 boom. Boy, I got to do something. I looked up. Oh, man. So the first thing I do, going through my bullshit, I ain't lying. I'm mad at Jesus, the guy who redid my bathroom. I'm going to evade the accountability. I'm mad at Jesus because when Jesus did my bathroom, he tore the whole bathroom out, but he left the old ceiling. And I was kind of mad, like, Jesus, why you leave the ceiling up there? And he was like, well, it's connected to your roof, and I think you'll be okay. But here I am dealing with some shit on the ceiling. And I'm like, man, that's because that's that old sheetrock. Not because I've been bullshitting. So I'm mad. I'm like, man, I'm gonna tear that roof out. Oh man, it's gonna cost so much to tear the ceiling out. Oh man, I got to go buy a new fan, and then I start letting it beat me down because now it's about money. I don't let a problem escalate to something now that I'm intimidated by. But I feel ashamed. I'm too real. Have some black spots that look like mold in my bathroom. What? I'm too real for that. So now I'm ashamed and I'm looking somewhere to point blame. Oh man, everything gonna cost. Look at my circumstances. But I told myself, I said I'm gonna deal with it today. Wife got on my ass. I called my big brother Crump. I say, hey man, I gotta change this exhaust fan. So you hear me talk about it in a lot of ways. Say we train conventional training, heating and air, plumbing, electrical, all the elements. The plumber, the electrician, the carpenter, and the mason. So as much as I teach it, as much as I preach it, I got to be it. So I call my big brother, who's the instructor, and tell him a situation. And the first thing he do, like a big brother, he always punch a little brother in the chest, say, oh, here we go. You said something about that fan a long time ago. I don't want to hear all that sad shit. What you gonna do? I said, man, I guess I got to get a fan. So I go to the shop, I'm looking for fans, and he showed me one, but it ain't like the one I need, so he breaking me down. Every moment is a teachable moment. So he's breaking it down and showing how it worked, the concept. You know, when you get up in the attic, it got to be a piece of a pipe that goes from the fan all the way to the opening of the vent. I'm like, damn, this shit way complex than what I thought. I thought it was just a fan up there. No, man, it got duct work to it. You got to be able to get the steam out of the attic out to the vent. So I had to go up in the attic and look at it to realize this is way more complex than I thought. But I know I'm finna learn something. So he showed me, he said, now go home, man, and get up there and see what's going on with it. So I went home and I got my ladder and I went up in the bathroom and I looked up and took it off and I realized wasn't nothing wrong with it. It just came unplugged in the inside. And I felt ashamed. I felt ashamed. I'll tell you why. Because when that hit that switch and that fan didn't come on, they said you got to practice what you preach and you got to be what you teach. It's a concept of prayer I got. It's a concept of prayer I got that I learned from Mr. Kennedy fixing a lawnmower. My lawnmower broke. I'm going to get back to the ceiling fan. I don't want you to think I'm jumping from here to jumping there. If you pay me some attention, roll with me. This powerful. But during one summer, my lawnmower was broke. And I was upset, frustrated, aggravated. I called Mr. Kennedy. I said, Mr. Kennedy, there's something going on with my lawnmower. I called him to say us in, hey, man, I need you. Please come save me. Hey, Mr. Kennedy, I need you. Please come save me, Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy say, I can't come right now, but I tell you what you do. He said, get down on your knees and pray. I said, come on, Mr. Kennedy, for real. He said, no, I'm for real. He said, let me know when you're down on your knees in front of the lawnmower. I caught on. I got him on the speakerphone. I get down on my knees. He said, get down there and look up in there. What you see? I said, look like the belt came off. He said, now I can't see it with you, but you there. He said, while you're down on your knees, use your mind. Use your logic. I think you're real smart. Look at it, analyze it. Have a conversation with yourself in your mind and be confident about what you're looking at and know that you are the solution and you can fix it. That's what I mean by getting down on your knees and praying. So at the end of the day, no matter what spectrum, no matter what religion, no matter what concept, if you get down on your knees and pray, you get down on your knees and you're having a real conversation with your consciousness. Talking real life, I ain't talking make believe. So I'm back to the thing. I get up there. I ain't on my knees, giving praise up high to the sky. I got my hands up, and I got a problem. And I'm looking up high in the sky, and I'm realizing, man, my big brother Crump told me, man, believe in yourself and go home and do it. I done showed you how it worked. And I looked up there and I saw it was a plug. And I plugged it up and hit the switch. And the fan said, I hit the switch, I unplugged it. I pulled it down, I cleaned everything off. I felt so ecstatic. I called Crump. I said, man, it wasn't nothing but the plug. He said, so you telling me the only thing it took you was to get up high and send some praises to the sky. And you done evaded talking to God up high in the sky for all these months till now you got mildew coming out your fan. And your wife getting on your ass calling you a bullshitter when all you had to do at the beginning was to believe in yourself in the very same thing that you out here teaching and preaching. You just had to get up there and be confident in yourself and your skills and know that you are enough. But no. You was ready to call Jesus and you was getting all depressed because you had to look at what you could afford. You was ready to tear some shit up, tear some shit out. But all you had to do. So when I realized, man, cleaned it up, went and mixed me some vinegar, pine sauce, put it in the outside sprayer. My wife said, what you gonna do with that? I say, baby, I got leeway. Leave me alone, baby. I feel good. I sprayed it down like the outside and cleaned it so much. She said, wow. Boy, my glove was on, my hero. Boy, I was goddamn. But I had to accept. How much do we let things build up? Go sour, go bad. See, this is what I mean when I say ain't nobody above the bullshit. See, everybody remember that part. Everybody remember that part. But there's a second part. Like I told you, there's always the second part that we lose. We always have half a thing and never the whole thing, but the whole thing to that is, but the bullshit will make you better if you real enough. deal with it. See, I got to stand in that mirror and accept, for whatever reason, I wasn't real enough to get on that ladder and get up in that ceiling and deal with some shit. That's the real deal. That's the real deal. And a man is as real as his reason. And when you know who matters and what matters, loving them becomes easy. I say substitute love for needing. My children need their daddy. My children need their daddy, man. That ain't deep. Since the time they came in this world, my children need their daddy. They ain't got to convince me of that. I really can't even expect them to show appreciation. I trained them to be appreciative. But regardless of how, my children need me. I need my children. That's the reason I get up and go hard in the paint. I need my wife. She gave me them children. That's love. Joe Crook, your transparency is golden. I needed to hear this. I needed you to be here to hear. I wrote a song say, can I get a witness? 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 I wrote that for real. I needed that, brother. I say each one reach one, each one teach one. If you are that one, then you are enough. I got one comment. Joe Crook, I gotta mean that when I say it, when you're the only one. You are enough. If a million comment tomorrow, you're worth a million in the moment. That's how much we got to need each other. See, we suffer for love because we look for love in all the wrong places. We all we got, we all we need. I eat, sleep, shit, and talk this shit. I'm telling my sister was a little boy. I just wanted to understand, to see how it worked. You just stare out the window at it, paying attention to it. I wanted to know how it works so I can explain it. So that we all can know how it works and we can work it on each other. I mean, I've really been focusing on this ever since I can remember. There's people that's been around me. I've been around them. We've been in each other's lives. I love them. I need them. They said to me, how you know? You can't say that. I say, who can? It's hurt when those people really saying to you, I don't believe you're great as you think you are because you're here with me. I know you. If I don't feel that much about myself, how could I even be in the presence of greatness? And they'll convince you that you're ordinary. You're not extraordinary. Simply because they have access to you. And there's people that pay and worth or seem to be worth millions from an illusion. When your brother right there with you, that's so valuable and powerful that you can't even put a money value to it, but you don't realize you got what you need. You just keep looking for love in all the wrong places, man. That's why we're fucked up. Oh, man. Brother Farouk, I'm going to tell you some real shit. I make it a habit amongst my brothers to say, when we hang up, I love you. That's the only brother that's real enough to say, man, I get your point, but don't say that shit. Say, hold it down. Hold me down. He say, boy, that shit right there make me feel like a soldier amongst a soldier. So when I tell my brother, hold me down, that's my version of him saying, and me receiving, I need you, brother. I need you. Talking to my cousin today. Talked about a video. If you ain't watched it, I did an interview. Shout out to Miss Leah Brown, real estate agent. Showed me some love and invited me on her podcast. I was talking to my cousin. He gave me some gratitude and appreciation. Talked about something that my granddaddy told him and my granddaddy told me. Just some real power, perspective shit. And I can remember where I was when my granddaddy told me this. He said, Trav, you know that if a man never go to school, he said, and I've known these men for real, never go to school a day in their life. But they started working when they was about 6. In the fields, doing homework. He said by the time they get 21, if they just work and be a part of a real family, the way a family raised children, that young man will have a high school education at 21. He's saying if that man never continues to go to school, and he keep working, and he get him a family, and he start to get a reason why he working, and he get him a trade, and he learn a trade, and he learn how it work, and he do what he do. He say by the time he reach 30, he'll have a college education, a college degree. He'll be a master at it. He said as he get older at 30, he got his family, he doing what he doing, he's still continuing to grow and to be wise. He said when he reached the level in the age of 50, he'll be a doctor of it. He'll really understand how it works and truly be able to profess it. So the point of what my granddaddy was telling me, he said, Trav, the same thing that a man learns in education is the same thing another man learns in time with a real reason. So when you look at it, when you look at it, what one man learns in education, another man will learn in time. with the real reason. See, that's where that love come in. We all we got, we all we need. Who needs you? What you do that somebody needs? What you got that somebody needs? Because if you wake up every day in that, knowing that, and being that, in time, you will become a doctor of love. In your 30s, you become the master. But on the flip side, my granddaddy say, Trav, but you know what? If a man don't work, and a man don't know how to do nothing, he ain't gonna never be shit. And ain't nobody gonna need him. And he gonna feel like don't nobody love him. Some real life shit. Some real life shit, man. Want to give a shout out, man. Want to give a shout out. My brother Bam. I need you, brother. I love you. I got a lot of brothers. I got a family. Love is a powerful thing. Too much of anything is bad for the soul. You got to know what matters and who matters. You got to know who matters and what matters to them. This is a lot of facets in everyday life. This shit real. This shit real. It's so many different facets in day-to-day life. You got people that don't really matter, that ain't mature enough to understand their own position in their own life, that they will put expectations in yours. I mean, like it's a man and a woman with children. You know, that's a family. A man, a woman, and their children. Now, I wear this on my chest every day for a reason. But I want you to understand about love and need. They matter to each other. There's somebody, a friend, a family member, a mama, a daddy, that don't understand the value of what a family is, a man, a woman, and their children, and they will put expectations on a man or put expectations on a woman to put their need over who matters to them. Man, you tripping. You don't even hang out no more. I ain't saw you in a long time. Ever since y'all done had a baby and y'all got together and y'all done bought a house and y'all building a life with each other and y'all together every day trying to work this shit out and work together, you act like you ain't got time for us no more, like you can't even go on trips no more. God damn. That ain't a cuss word. That's for real. God damned. Spirit that would create doubt, darkness in a mind to say and make you rationalize with things that don't matter to things that do matter. And these are the things that cause families, a man, a woman, and their children to shatter. They'll say they love you because they need you. They dependent on you. To be out there doing bullshit. They depended on you for that. And they think their need for you is stronger than your need to be there with who matters. It's our family shadow. A gift was given with the expectations of nothing in return. I know a woman. My wife said, this every day, all day. I say, well, if that's the truth, then it is what it is. Do we recognize it every day and all day? There was a woman. She wasn't the most ladylike or feminine, carrying herself type of woman. In so many ways, some women looked at her and didn't even give her the benefit of doubt to say that she could get her a man. But they say, you know, it's somebody for everybody, but she got her a man. Tall, dark man. And even though nobody would say it, everybody would look at it with the same sentiment to say, he just using her. He don't want her. He just using her. And which that could have been true. But I know everybody want to be used. We just don't want to be abused. I want somebody to need me to be used. I hope you watching me right now, using me as an escape. If you have to get in a good place, a powerful place, to redirect your thoughts, your mind, your spirit, your soul, I hope you using hero training. Use me. I don't give a fuck if you don't hit like or tell me or share. I don't care. Just use me. Use me up. So somebody say, oh, she just want to use them. So what? Maybe she liked being used. But that was the case. He was using. He wasn't using her for much. He didn't disrespect her. He didn't beat her. If he did cheat, he didn't bring nobody and put it in her face and embarrass her. He didn't have any family. He was from out of state. He used her for somewhere to stay. He didn't work under all standards. He was what we would call an ain't shit man. But he used her for beer and cigarettes. He was there. He was there. But I got to talking to that man, and he broke it down to me. We were standing outside one day, and he said, yeah, man, she on her way home. I said, yeah, and he had a king cobra. And he was guggling that motherfucker. I said, God damn, you drinking that fast? He said, I told you she on the way home. I said, what that mean? See, everybody think I'm goddamn using her. She come home, boy, she goddamn be ready. You hear what I'm telling you? I'm talking about goddamn bull raging, bull ready. So I don't care what nobody think. It's a two-way street. In the whole context that made that make sense was, she ain't no feminine, womanly type lady, but she a lady. And they seem to have an agreement. But from the outside, he wore the costume of an ain't shit motherfucker. It's using that woman. So everybody had to let her know, you don't need him. He using you. He using you. But she ain't know how to say, hey, y'all, I'm laying beside a man every night that'll get up if somebody beat at the goddamn door. That's tall, dark, and handsome and power driving me. Sipping it for beer and cigarettes. Fuck y'all thinking. It was a fair deal in her mind. She loved him. And he loved her. They both gave each other what they needed. But didn't nobody understand. They finally were drove apart. They finally were drove apart. If you know her and really care for her and love her and know her for real, you understand why she loved him and how much she needed him. So sometimes you got to really look at your perspective. You got to be real with some things. Some things are deeper than what the eyes see. Transformer, more than what meets the eye. Some real shit. If you think that's about some entertainment and don't understand that there's a form that I move in and out of. I'm in rare form right now. When I hit play, I get this shit all I got. I fall on the couch. My wife fixed me some water. She put the set up. We talk about each other, love on each other. We talk about the show, and I'm in a whole nother form that most people would never know. Well, hell, ain't nobody gonna never know but her. See how that works? So if you ain't never know you had more than one form and know when you trans and forming in and out of all of them to be in the right position at all times, and that might distort your reality of love and who you need and what you need and who matters and what matters. But I'm going to get up out of here. I love y'all. I have grown to a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better to who I used to be. I've been on this journey for 46 years. I had some good times as well as I have shed some tears. I'm getting better and better every day, feeling like I'm moving in the right way. It's been a long time coming. I pay my dues, I put that work in, baby. Trying to be a better me done damn near drove me crazy. But it was worth it, baby, because I'm a better me. I remember when I used to be a younger me. Man, if I knew then what I know now. Now I'm as wise as an old owl, feeling young and gifted, just like a soul child. And I'm so proud to be me. I'm so proud of the man that I have grown to be. I have grown to a better me. I'm growing, baby. Black, Jeff Wright, what's up, brother? I love you, man. And if you're just coming in, the translation word for love is, I need you, brother. I need you this weekend, man. That's one brother, man. They got a power in him, man, that's so real. There ain't too many people, man, that's a part of the sacred space. So they ain't just a brother commenting on here. That's my brother. And I say I love him. I need him in my sacred space when he come, because he always on time, every time. And he strengthened my mind and my spirit. And he add value to my family. Wagwan. We all we got. We all we need. That's real life shit. I love you, man. Y'all hold me down.